already have my eyes primed, and for that I used my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. When you're using this, you want to make sure you're working one eye at a time because it does set really fast. And then I just set that with like some translucent powder, and then I'm going to use my Anastasia Shadow Couture palette. It looks like this. I think she sells all of these individually now, so if you don't have them, you can totally get them individually. But I'm just going to use Soft Peach as my transition shade, and I'm going to use that on a Smith 230 brush. And this shadow isn't really going to show up. It's just going to be there to help us blend out the other shadows, so there's no harsh edges and the other colors have something to blend into. So I start right here in the socket of my eye and I work most of the product in there, and then I go inwards, and then I'll do the windshield wiper motions and circular motions. This part doesn't really matter because, like I said, you can't really see the eyeshadow. I don't really do this step, but I'm just going to go into Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek because it's a light brown and I want to have a little bit more of a color in there, so the other shades have a little bit something more to blend into, because like Soft Peach is really like invisible on my skin tone. And then I'm gonna go into Morocco from the palette. So yeah, I'm gonna use Morocco on this Smith 235 brush. And for this shadow, I'm gonna apply it a lot lower than where I applied my crease color. So this one's gonna start right here and kind of stay downwards right here, so it's not going to go all the way up here where the other colors are at. And again, you want to focus most of the color on the outer part of your crease and then bring it inwards. Start bringing it inwards and then bring it into your inner corner. When you're doing a smoky eye, you don't want it to be like only on the outside. You want like the whole eye to be like a gradient effect. Whereas other eyes, like if you're doing like a smoky cat eye, you obviously want the dark shadows just on the outside and then the lighter ones on the inside. But when you're doing a smoky eye, you want all of it to be pretty gradient. For my lid shade, I'm going to use Fudge from Anastasia. And I'm going to use that on a MAC 242 brush. It just looks like this. It's like a flat synthetic brush. I love using flat synthetic brushes for my lid shade because it really packs on the color. It also works really well with matte shades. So for the lid shade, I'm just patting. That's all you gotta do. So then I'm going to go in with the Morphe M506, and it's just a really tiny like fluffy pencil brush, and I'm going to use that directly into my crease above Fudge. I grabbed a little bit of Fudge from the palette and I'm just going to blend out the edges so it doesn't look harsh. And of course, when you're doing a smoky eye, you want to go back and forth with your shades. Like you can go back into Morocco and add more and diffuse it, and you can totally go back and add more Fudge and diffuse the edges of it as well, just because when you do blend, like it kind of takes away the color. And now we're gonna highlight our brow bone, and for my brow bone I always use MAC Nylon. It's just my favorite thing ever. And then I use this little Anastasia brush that comes in her palettes. I love this brush, it's like so awesome. And I lift my brow and I highlight. And the reason I lift my brow is just because I have really small eyes. And I also lift my brow when I need to like blend everything together. So that's another tip you can do. I did that off camera also, and I just took a big fluffy brush. You can totally use this one, and I just blended everything out. And then so I basically just did that. For my lower lash line, I'm going to line my eyes using this Costa Riche eyeliner from MAC. So closest to my lash line, I'm going to use Fudge, and then I'm going to diffuse it with Morocco, and then I'm going to kind of like blend the two together using Soft Peach. So with the same flat brush, I'm going to go into Fudge just at the tip of the brush. Shit, I haven't used this in forever. This is my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is like the sample size. I'm gonna use this to bronze. I'm gonna use my Smith 112 for bronze. And I think I'm gonna use this e.l.f. palette, and I think I'm gonna use that one right there. Okay, so I put one lash on. I'm using Flutter Lashes Intoxicating. I really love these because they're fucking huge. And with smoky eyes, you want to wear bigger lashes because if you wear like tiny lashes, like just like a demi-wispy, it's gonna close off your eye. Versus when you wear a bigger lash, it's gonna open up your eye like this. So I already sprayed my face with my Mario Badescu spray and I let that sit for a little bit. And now I can apply my highlight. So the highlight I'm going to use today is this Sleek Makeup Solstice palette. And I'm going to use this shade right here, the like rose gold one. Now I'm just lining my lips with this stripped down lip liner from MAC. And on top of that, I'm going to use Dose of Colors Cork. I love wearing this lip color when I do this eye look because it's just so many brown tones and it makes you look like, I don't know, teddy bear. Now when I'm done with my makeup, I always go over it with my beauty blender just to blend everything together. Make sure everything is just like sunken into the skin and no harsh lines. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is one of my favorite looks to do ever on myself and on other people because it's so easy once you get the technique down. It's like easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Duh.